Senator Whitver, let's begin with this, however. What is your reaction to what happened Wednesday in our nation's capital?
Yeah, it was really a sad day for this country. Violence should always be condemned, and this is a great country that has given me so much and given all of us so much. Allowed me to grow up in Grinnell, go play football at Iowa State, become a state senator, and it's a great country. And violence like that should never stand and should always be condemned. Speaker Grassley?
I would agree with Jack, and the same thing that we've been saying for the last 8 months with any sort of protest going on around the country. You should have the right to obviously express your opinions in a non-violent way, a non-threatening way. Hope this is not the way that this country is moving towards. We need to be able to express your opinion without having violence. And I would say I've been very consistent on even going back into the summer that that's not the proper way to do it. There's a proper way to do it, and what we've seen the last 8 months isn't always it.
What preparations are being made at the Iowa Capitol should similar protests break out in our capital?
Well, as you know, so the doors are locked other than the secure entrance. We have secure entrances, and then we have security guards that bring people in and out of the entrances we have for the public. We also have state troopers at the building. When we returned in June, you know, we faced some of that. On our return in June, we faced some of that. We just had an increased presence, and I think that between the security that we have in the Capitol and then the State Patrol as well, I think that we're well equipped, and I think some of what we saw in June, if it were to be anything like that, that kind of prepared us and know some of the steps that may need to happen.
Senator Whitver, do you have any concern that this incident will be seared in the minds of Americans and could hurt Republicans moving forward in either advancing agenda or in elections?
I think this is a small group of people that went and acted, and I don't think they speak for Republicans in general, and certainly doesn't speak for what we want to do as an agenda. You know, part of the reason we've been successful here in Iowa with our elections, in the House, in the Senate, with the governor, is because we focused on Iowa, and we focused on what we need to do to make Iowa the best state we can, and that's what we're going to continue to do.
How worried are you, Senator Whitver, about a copycat situation in Iowa as what happened in Michigan? This episode in Washington could trigger other groups to get a little carried away. Are you concerned about that? I'm
not. We know Iowans. Iowans are respectful. That's not how we operate as Iowans. And as the speaker said, as far as the security goes, we've had protests for the last 4 years at the Capitol. We've had some very active debates, some very lively debates, some lively protests. We've had riots outside the Capitol. We have beefed up security over the last few years, and so I am not concerned about that.